Greetings fellow Decepticons, and welcome to review number 100 from SoundBlaster1987. As you can see here, today's review will be Transformers Adventure TAV C14 Ultra Magnus. This is a screen-accurate repaint of the Beast Hunters Season 3 Ultra Magnus figure from Transformers Prime, which in itself is an extensive retool of the Transformers Prime Wave 1 Voyager Optimus Prime, the Power Riser Voyager figure. And for size comparison, here is the Optimus Prime figure, so you can see how much has changed moulding-wise between the two. More or less the same shape, but due to the extensive retooling, Magnus is a couple of millimeters longer and has a few different details. Plus he's got the wing pack from a Beast Hunters Voyager Optimus. For another comparison, here he is with the Ars Micron Jet Vehicle, again from the Transformers Prime series. For those who don't know, Transformers Adventure was the Japanese name for the Robots in Disguise 2015 cartoon series toyline, which also for some reason included Japanese exclusive repaints of some of the Combiner Wars Legends figures like Cosmos and Powerglide, and a few random Transformers animated repaints like Swoop and Lockdown that came out of nowhere. Even though Magnus never appeared in RID 2015 outside of one shot on a computer screen in the final episode when Cyclonus was showing how many Autobots were traitors to the Decepticon Empire. So, here he is in his vehicle mode. As you can see, he's got the Beast Hunter's wing pack at the back here and the Forge of Solar's Prime Hammer. Because Magnus isn't a Prime, he can only use it as a weapon, not as a construction tool. So, let's take the jetpack off and begin the transformation, shall we? It's packed into 3 separate holes, including the trailer hitch, so it's a little bit tricky to dislodge, bear with me. So, once you've removed the jetpack, what you want to do is unplug the Forge of Solar's Prime, then unfold the wings, remove the missiles, and flip this blue panel up like this. And now it is ready for when Ultra Magnus is in his robot mode. Then reattach the missiles onto these clips at the back. Then to transform Ultra Magnus, first what you want to do is to come down here and bring these shin panels down like so. Split the legs and unfold the trailer hitch halves to become the feet, like so. Then unplug these side panels from the truck here, like so, and bring those over the front wheels. Mostly similar to the Power Riser Optimus Prime transformation, but with a few additional twists here and there. Then disconnect the shoulder stacks like so. This poker chip symbol here is the scannable sticker faction symbol for the RID 2015 or Transformers Adventure mobile game in Japan. I'll remove it after the review's finished because I don't like the poker chip style symbols and they are not accurate to the design of the cartoon. So, what you want to do next is split the shoulder stacks like so. Then come under the front grille and the front fenders and disconnect them all from each other. These 5mm weapon holes here show that this is actually a retool of the Ars Micron Optimus Prime, which had these weapon holes already moulded onto it, as opposed to the original American Optimus, which didn't. I think a jump cut is needed here. Just a moment. Once you've disengaged the engine area from the grille, what you want to do is open the grille just slightly, then flip the hands out and split the hood like so. Then fold the front fenders down like this. That'll give you the clearance to get the head out. Then bring the arms out like so. Flip the Autobot symbol piece up onto the chest plate. Then rotate the shoulder joints 180 degrees so the arms are pointing down. Due to all the joints in, can clash a little bit, so mileage may vary. Then use this accordion system, again left over from Optimus Prime's version of the mold, to bring the chest plate up and into position. Making sure everything locks correctly into position. Finally, what you want to do is to bring the shoulder stacks in like this, rotate them 180 degrees on one of these internal mechanisms. Because there's multiple hinges and a mushroom swivel here, it can be hard to tell which way around to swivel things. Then bring the shoulder stacks down into position. Like so. Same on the other side. And here we have the core robot mode for Transformers Prime Adventure Ultra Magnus. Now, to attach the wing pack, what you need to do is you need to bring these pieces further outward to the side so that the pieces of the side here are diagonal. Then you want to line up the wing pack so that these grooves here are where the silver bits of these pieces go in. And then these tabs underneath here will plug into the edges of the inside of the grille around the back of Ultra Magnus's neck, securing the jetpack into position like so. And here we have the completed Beast Hunters Ultra Magnus in robot mode Transformers Adventure repaint version. One of the features of this figure is that if you fold the shoulder stacks downwards, these missiles can be pressure launched from inside them. Pressure launch missiles have a thin plastic core inside the launcher that squeezes down on this spherical bulb in the middle of the missile to clamp it into position, and then it's fired outwards. Like so. So, for size comparison, here we have Jet Viacon, Prime Deluxe Knockout, Prime Voyager Optimus Prime, and animated Soundwave with Ultra Magnus. Putting these guys off to one side. You can really see how much they changed from Optimus Prime to Ultra Magnus on this mould. Between the head, the shoulders, and pretty much everything in the upper body has been changed. The only thing that's the same between the two, more or less, is the, backpack and the way the legs are engineered. Putting Prime off one side. So, Ultra Magnus has quite a bit of articulation for a figure this size, although some of it's a bit hampered by the shoulder kibble and the wing pack and joint tolerances, because some of the joints on my copy are a bit loose for some reason. So, ball jointed head, restricted by the jetpack attachment kibble. Ball jointed shoulders with some movement restricted by the shoulder panels. Swivel above the elbow, 90-degree elbow bend. Wrist can move up and down for transformation, although it could also help with some of the hammer holding poses. Nothing at the waist, but you do get ball jointed hips, mushroom peg thigh swivel, and a very deep knee bend, as well as a ball jointed foot that is on a hinge for transformation, which allows for some pretty expressive ankle tilts. The wing pad can also be folded in and out and hinged up and down to your liking, to some extent. And Ultra Magnus can hold the missiles in his hands like club weapons. Not very well, but he can at least do it with the right poses. The Forge of Solus Prime hammer can store with his 5mm peg on the back of the jetpack, or he can hold it like a gun. Not very efficiently because of the way that the forearms are sculpted, but I suppose it could be mounted on his arm, Megatron style, like a cannon. So that concludes video number 100 of Transformers Adventure Voyager Class Ultra Magnus. I have been SoundBlaster1987. Join me next time when I will be reviewing SH Figure Arts Kamen Rider Abyss from Kamen Rider Decade, the Ryuki crossover. Until then, till all are one.